windows playing Minecraft. Unless, like, that's just some sort of thing. Mm, Still kind of cuts off, like, the item or the thing I'm holding. Anyone still watching? Yes, indeed. Okay. So, I guess I'll say this again. I'm using a different microphone. Think, I didn't really, I think I showed it off in this YouTube video I put up, so I guess I'll maybe keep that up. Um, and what I'm doing here is sort of looking around for squid because I'm trying to do something with hardened clay. I think I saw a screenshot or something of it, such a thing, like clay looking like having different colors. Oh, some pigs. Unfortunately, I have not found any carrots with which to breed said pigs or with which to feed myself. I don't think I have any things with which. Okay, why is? Okay, there's the volume. That was odd. I guess I'll get some white wool too. I've been shearing sheep a lot. Ah, there's some squid. Maybe I can use their ink to to make this clay colored. Nope. So that thing gets out of my way. Swim away! No! Get help! Go away, ink! I don't want you. Well, actually, actually, I have an idea because like white wool is kind of generic, you know. So I figure I will. So I got into some more clay. So that's good. I want that. So what I'm going to do first, clear off these squid, get some ink sacks, and not a whole lot, but you know. I don't really feel like getting or collecting any of these lily pads, so I'm trying to avoid them. As you can see, difference from like how I was playing earlier, that I have some a diamond shovel. I think it has efficiency too, so it can actually dig up things underwater pretty quickly. Alright, getting up for air, which is pretty much instantaneous. I find it kind of odd whenever games have this sort of thing where it's like, oh, you get up for air and you're instantly, um, you know, you're instantly, like, filled up or something. I find it really strange that, like, I find that really strange especially in Far Cry 3. I haven't played that in a while, but I remember it. Uh, how's the frame rate for this? Oh my god. How is this happening? Why? Let me think. I have Minecraft and XSplit and Google Chrome up. Maybe. I mean, I wanna see like if you say anything. So let me see here. Okay, maybe pause it. No, my computer is still. Also, my computer fan is all up in atom and loud and obnoxious. Oh look, some red mushrooms. I figure I'll grab one because I have a brown mushroom, and yeah, I'll just grab one. I don't know why I'm exploring now. I guess maybe for my nap. You know, maybe I'll go around this desert. You know, if it loops around, which I think it might. I really don't know what's with the UI. And I should probably like not be showing like having that F3 mode on because that might actually be slowing down the game a tiny bit. Let me see. I don't even know because all of a sudden it's at 23 frames and I guess like it depends on how much I'm moving around and like flipping things, you know. A little brown mushroom. Eh. kind of strange. Well, actually, not really. It's just a bunch of. I mean, this whole swamp. Swamps tend to be this way, so one might. Who might be surprised? There's an ocean, more of that taiga that I don't care about. Taigas are just so boring, you know, just these hills with these, you know, trees, and that's it, you know. It's not even like like another kind of forest. The right like the plain forest biome, you know. In plain forests, it's like, oh, well, at least there's different kinds of trees. There's the big trees, there's the birch trees, and then there's the plain old oaks, but those are just classic. Oh, well, what do you know? Some floating snow. A lot of it, actually. Like the biggest amount I've ever seen of it. Ah, more brown sheep, gray sheep. Sounds strange. I've been seeing like triplets, like you know, white sheep, gray sheep, and brown sheep all together. And all together now, hooray! I have found there are pumpkins. I found there are pumpkins. Checking the stream for a moment. Just, I don't know, just some compulsive thing that I just done. Not particularly important. Wow, the frame rate here is like really bugging me out. Do I have Steam up? No, not really. So, oh well. Oh, I didn't hold up my map. Wow. Random ice. Very odd. That sort of pond. It is. Oh, it's just dark. Just a shadow with snow. Oh god, the frame rate. What in the world? Ooh, a black sheep. I'll collect that. Thank you very much. I'll collect that, I guess. And this as well. I really like shearing sheep because, you know, you get wool from it. And it's, you know, an easy way to get blocks without, like, you know, mining them out. As you do in Minecraft. Did I just interrupt this thing? Because I think it was, like, trying to eat some grass, and I, like, pushed it away, and it's like, I'm not hungry anymore. That is odd. Oh, wolves. I don't really care, but I will keep that in mind. Just south from my base is where I can find some more of these sheep with gray and brown, and some of those wolves. I think I'm going to play until this music ends, and then I think I'll be changing over to Isaac because I'm not really having an Isaac highlight because I didn't really say a whole lot there. Speaking of saying things, I guess I might as well reiterate the stuff that I found interesting. Alright, let me reiterate the stuff that I found interesting from Sony's Gamescom conference yesterday for the PS Vita because I'm not going to get a PS3. We got PS4. For the Vita, there's a lot of indie games throughout the whole conference or presentation or whatever. I'm actually playing with one hand here. It's actually a bit difficult, not too difficult. I don't really care about that sheep. So there's also, they mentioned a couple times that the PS Vita is going to have a lower price, basically $100 less. So that's fine and dandy. There's also going to be some exclusive games for the PS Vita, and not just about the Vita, but you know, PlayStation Plus is going to have an extra 5 months. I think that is if you get it in the launch window of the PS4, so that's pretty good. I'm probably going to get the PS4 on like mid-December, especially because by then the problems will be fixed because it is launching on November 15th, which is actually before the Xbox One's original release date. And also more about the PS4. It's gonna have you can actually play like different apps or whatever they can be called at the same time. For instance, you can play music in the background. Well, what's the volume here? Play music in the background while you play a game, like say Minecraft, which they actually showed. Oh, and by the way, PS Plus, gonna be a lot of indie games on there, including The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So I'm probably not gonna get that on PC. Just gonna wait for until it's on PS4 or either one, you know. There's also let me see, a sort of quick interface that they kind of showed, and this sort of awkward thing, like at the really beginning, there was just this guy sitting on this oddly fancy chair, and he was like fiddling around with the interface, like, oh, here's someone streaming something, and here's my music, and here's, oh, that's disappointing, I didn't get this before it got its wool back. Um, and doing other stuff with that interface. But it was just like no one was saying anything, which is kind of odd. But hey, whatever, you know. And then they were like, oh, and then now you've seen the great grand interface of the PS4. How amazing it is! But really, it's I mean, PCs can do that sort of thing anyways. But PS4 is gonna have all those exclusive games, so there's some value there, and there's some value in getting some. I think that was light gray. Yeah, that was light gray wool. Huh. First light gray I ever got there. There's also going to be a. Let me see. Well, they showed off like say stuff like the Assassin's Creed 4, which is actually pretty cool. I might actually get that one. Assassin's Creed 2, which I've been playing, which I've played on Mac, was actually rather disappointing. Not only because its frame rate was really bad, but also because it just didn't really grab me. The gameplay was just running around with maybe auto run, and that's it. Get this torch out. But Black Flag looks really cool because it's going to have like pirate ship fights and basically just that sort of atmosphere and like towns and such. But another thing I took note of was like at the end of the presentation when I think Andrew House was there and was like, oh, reiterating the new Vita price. He also like sort of made another jab at Microsoft, sort of as a thing, like kind of like it was at E3, but a bit more direct, but a bit shorter. It was like, well, some people have anti-consumer practices, but we don't. And that was funny. I think he even said, some people, we're not naming names. That was so funny. Alright. I guess I'll continue talking about stuff that I have been talking about when I'm off Minecraft in here. I'm going to restart the stream and see still just one person watching here on the stream. But I'm going to stop the stream.